In the grand expanse of the Milky Way, thousands of civilizations had achieved interstellar travel. They formed the Galactic Concord, a loose federation designed to manage disputes between spacefaring races. For millennia, this system worked, until humanity entered the stage. Earth had been monitored from afar for centuries. The observers reported a peculiar species, inventive but violent, compassionate, yet ruthless. When humans developed faster-than-light travel in 2157, the Concord debated whether to invite them or contain them. The pacifist Lumarians advocated for inclusion, arguing that humanity's innovative spirit could benefit all. The militaristic Dravex insisted on subjugation, claiming humans were too unpredictable to be trusted. The Dravex prevailed. Without warning, they launched what they expected to be a swift demonstration of force. A single destroyed colony should humble the newcomers. They attacked Nova Terra, humanity's first extrasolar colony with a population of 30,000. Commander Thomas led the defense of Nova Terra, with only 3 outdated ships against a Dravex battle fleet. The battle lasted 6 hours. Thomas lost 2 ships but managed to destroy 7 Dravex vessels before his final ship was crippled. As the Dravex flagship approached to deliver the killing blow, Thomas broadcast a message across all frequencies. "We may fall today, but remember this. Humans don't surrender, we don't forget, and we never ever stop." Then he rammed his dying vessel into the Dravex command ship, destroying both. The Dravex, expecting easy victory, retreated in confusion. They had never encountered a species willing to sacrifice themselves rather than submit. Back on Earth, news of the attack spread like wildfire. Governments that had been waging cold wars against each other suddenly found common cause. Within days, the nations of Earth signed the Terran Unity Accord. Admiral Jackson, appointed to lead the newly formed United Earth Fleet, addressed the Planetary Assembly. "They've shown us what they intend. Now we'll show them what humanity does when provoked." The Concord expected humanity to sue for peace or at least take time to build up forces. They were wrong. Within 3 months, humanity launched a counteroffensive using technologies that had been theoretical curiosities before the attack. Necessity had become the mother of terrible invention. The Dravex, expecting conventional warfare, found themselves facing quantum disruptors that bypassed their shields, drone swarms that adapted to their countermeasures, and human soldiers who fought with a ferocity that shocked even the warrior races of the Concord. Lieutenant Rivera, commanding a small scout ship, encountered a Dravex cruiser 3 times her vessel's size. Rather than retreat, she maneuvered into the cruiser's blind, spot and deployed experimental nanite missiles that disassembled the enemy ship from within. When asked later why she attacked against overwhelming odds, she simply replied, "They started it." The war escalated as the Dravex called upon their allies. They expected the humans to be overwhelmed by superior numbers and technology. Instead, humanity adapted with shocking speed. Dr. Morgan, working in a secret facility beneath the Pacific, reverse-engineered captured alien technology and improved upon it within weeks. Their mistake, he told his team, was giving us examples to study. 8. Months into the conflict, the Lumarians attempted to broker peace. The Dravex agreed, seeing a chance to regroup. Humanity's representative, Ambassador Lee, listened to the terms, human confinement to their solar system and technological restrictions, then stood and delivered what became known as the Remember Nova Terra speech. "You misunderstand the situation," Lee said. "We're not fighting for territory or resources or even survival anymore. We're fighting because you need to learn that humanity will not be threatened, will not be contained, and will not be dictated to. The time for peace was before Nova Terra. Now we finish this." The negotiations collapsed. The war continued for another year, spreading across 12 star systems. The Dravex and their allies found themselves facing an enemy that grew stronger, with each engagement that turned their own technologies against them, and that never ever considered surrender. The tide turned at the Battle of Proxima Centauri. The Dravex deployed their entire reserve fleet in what they believed would be the decisive engagement. They outnumbered human forces 3 to 1. but Admiral Jackson had been planning for this moment. As the Dravex fleet formed up, automated, drones activated from within their own ranks, human infiltration teams had spent months placing them there. Simultaneously, quantum tunnels opened throughout the battlefield, allowing human strike teams to appear inside enemy vessels. The battle that was supposed to last days ended in hours. The Dravex Supreme Commander was captured alive. Admiral Jackson personally met with him. Why? The alien asked. Why continue when you could have negotiated? Any rational species would have sought terms. Jackson's response was simple. Because you needed to understand something essential about humans. We don't start fights, but we always finish them. 2 years after Nova Terra, the war ended with the unconditional surrender of the Dravex and their allies. The terms were surprisingly lenient. No reparations, no occupied territories, just a single condition. The establishment of the Nova Terra Accords, a new framework for interstellar relations based on mutual respect and absolute prohibition of unprovoked aggression. In the centuries since, dozens of new species have joined the galactic community. All are shown historical records of the last galactic war as part of their orientation. All learn the same lesson. Humanity will respond to friendship with friendship, to trade with trade, to diplomacy with diplomacy. But provoke them at your peril, for somewhere in Earth's museums sits Commander Thomas's flight recorder, and every human child learns his final words. Every diplomatic office in human space bears the simple inscription, "We don't start fights, we finish them." And no civilization has dared test that resolve since.